Okay, we're back. Going to be doing some trailer work. Mr. Tim over there. Mr. Tim over there is violent and terrible to stuff. He breaks stuff all the time. Well, we've got a couple things going on here. Good things and bad things. Good thing is I was able to get new brake shoes. Bad thing is I'm not able to get brake drums. You got heart and ass disease? He does. This guy's got heart and ass disease. He ain't got the heart to get off his ass.
Excuse me, I'm working here.
You're sitting there?
You let me there up.
Okay. Anyway, so he's going to take off these wheels, and we're going to gently remove the drums. Normally, you take a sledgehammer to these drums, and you don't really care how they fare, right? God darn it thing. It's like, okay, just beat them with a sledgehammer. If you crack them, it's whatever, they come off. Well, because I can't get the drums, we have to reuse the old drums. Now these drums, there shouldn't be anything wrong with them. I don't think these are that old.
This one, I know that.
Well, this one's not that old, but the other ones aren't that old either. This trailer eats brakes. It's terrible that way. And but anyway, this is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be removing the drums, removing the brakes, putting all new shoes on, putting the old drums back on. Wouldn't recommend it, but it's what I have to do in order to get this truck back in service because we need to move hay. I do have a sensor that needs to go on here for the anti-lock brake. It has failed, so I have a new one. I only bought one. I may have to go get another one. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to get this thing straightened out so the ABS works because it's eating tires. So with that being said, I'm going to go get the sensor, and when I get back, Tim should be aired up enough to pop these tires off. What I want you to do is loosen it with the impact gun, and then I'll get the electric one, or you've got it already, and we'll do that. Grant's busy working on that thing. Yeah, so we're back, baby. All right, fun stuff. Let's flip this around. Pulled this drum off. It's the bushings were missing. Bushings were missing. The pads, or the shoes, not pads. The shoes are in dismal shape, like something happened. And I hate to say it, but this is really a common occurrence of these things. I don't know. Tim must not have had brakes for a while. Yeah, you got to pay attention to this stuff. Probably wasn't as long as you think, but something happened. And that's this side. The other side seems like they're okay, so I had brakes on one side. Let's see. We had to drive one of the bushings out. It's just, yeah, it's just there. There's no big deal. Where is that thing? Right? My front foot right there? Yeah. We're not going to put new sleeves in there because in my experience they're too tight and they just seize up right away anyway. So you just grease these up, put them in there. If they work or not, I don't know. Let's see, is it going to go in there? Nope. So they're not going to want to go in there. We're going to have to pull them out or something. Great. Those suck. They suck to put in and they suck to take out, especially with this hub being that close. They're very close because these are 17.5-inch tires on this thing. They're just really small drums. Where is that drum? Oh, here's the drum. You see how small that drum is? They want $450 for that stinking drum. But they don't have any, so we don't have to buy them this time. They seem like they're okay. There's wear on them, but there's no lip, which is kind of shocking to me. Normally they get a lip here, but there's no, where is this thing? Come on, camera. There's no visible lip there. And there's a little bit of wear down in there where those rivets had chewed in. But the new shoes will have to just deal with it. Is that one the same way?
Got a cavity in there.
Yeah. Yeah, because somebody doesn't pay attention to their brakes very well. You're supposed to crawl under here every once in a while and grease it.
didn't.
Yeah. No, you didn't. But it's okay. We'll get it straightened out and all be new. except for the drums, unfortunately. Yeah, sometimes you got to do stuff you don't really want to do, but we're going to do it anyway. Crazy thing is, to get these little bushings out of there and put new ones in, it's just a shitty job. So I'm going to have to... Are you shutting that off? I don't know what he's doing. To get these out, you got to make a driver, which generally isn't terrible to do. Do you have one of those hones? Brake hones? No. Yeah, that broke. So anyway, we'll just we'll drive them out and then slide these in its place.
Actually, I do have one. It's like a hammer.
It doesn't. You don't need it right now. What we need to do is get those out. Get those bushings out. Either get those bushings out or run the old one through it. Run that old one back through it. Clean it up a little bit. Run it through. See if it can make it. Yeah, you gotta put these in. We've determined that they go to the small side. It's been a while since I do that. I'm not in this all the time, but that's what you do. All right, small side. You sure it's a small side?
Yeah.
And then
Because these go there, and then that goes for the big springs in the back. These go for the small springs. The two small springs on the side.
right. These go to small springs. Pain in the ass ones go like that.
Yeah.
They go like that in there. I don't have the tools put them in right, but anyway. The big springs go to the small side. You sure about that?
Yes. That's how they always are. This is the only this spring here is the only one that goes here.
Yeah, it goes to the center.
Yeah.
And that holds it to the S cam.
Yes.
You're correct. Okay, yeah, I remember that. It's been a while. That's it. Smack those in there. Kind of got to talk our way through this. I am not a truck mechanic. I'm not really a mechanic. I just fix shit. And I'm sure there's guys out there, yeah, we know, you're just an idiot. Yeah, you know how I know? Because now I remember. Now we got to take these stupid things, right? What do they do? We put these in here like so, right? Remember how those go in? I think they go in like this.
Nice big blob on the lid.
Right? Those go in like so. These stupid spring holders.
Yes, sir.
They flip downwards, right? Over and down. Yeah, they flip over. They don't go this way.
Yeah, they go that way.
They go this way?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yes.
Over the top.
Yes.
Okay, I'll believe you. I know there was a controversy about this the last time we fucked with them. What I don't like is that they don't like to go in where they belong, right? Huh?
Snips.
Snips for what?
Shorten them down a bit.
Hey, Brad, is this included with this one? Because this one says
Well,
all
possibly. I'm gonna get some side cutters or whatever.
Thanks.
Yeah. Probably. You know what? I don't even need to do that. Where's my vice grip flying here someplace? I can bend them out a bit. I wouldn't. I don't want to cut them. If I have to, well, these are springs, so they don't cut for shit. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. You can improvise what you're doing. Did you see how I did that? I just bent them out a little bit. And slide them on like so. And just put that guy on there like so. We recording this? Are you guys able to see this or no? Yeah, you are. And we do this. And over the top they go. Like so, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bada bing, bada boom. Set that one out. Get the.
Yeah.
You got them in, right? These new things are in there. He's here watching me do my work, and he's not doing what he's supposed to do. Yeah, it's typical Tim. Right, Tim? He'll make a good union worker.
What?
What? Sit there and watch everybody do the work. And then when it's time for him to do his job, it's time to go home. Is that how that goes? Huh? Yeah. And somebody's going to say, you did that wrong. I guarantee you. You did that wrong. It is. So that's that.
Can I have the hammer?
They should just slide right in. I
Yeah,
have.
I just want to let it back this one.
You got grease all the way on the inside of that thing, or did you just grease this? Grease the both sides of it. Alright. Do this. And say this. What goes over the S-cam? Come on. The problem with the S-cam is what? Sure beats doing this on the side of the road. I've done this before on the side of the road. There it is. Yeah. Now the S-cam needs to have its, it needs to be turned correctly, so let me get another piece of cardboard. I'll be right back. You want this S-cam to be in the right spot. If you don't know about S-cams, I will show you. S-cam is this guy right here. I don't think I can see it. Give me this thing here. That's your S-cam, right? So they need to be turned so that they're kind of parallel like that. Let me do this here. I'll turn this around and then it's easier for me to see what I'm doing. So this S-cam here, they call it S-cam because it is in the shape of an S. I have to take this wrench here and come over here to the back where my slack adjuster is. And Tim has loosened it up, which is good, but let's see, we'll turn this the other way. And you turn this till that S-cam is straight across, like across, no T and across, right? Is that how that goes? Grab that. You got those in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you get the shoes?
And broken sensor off first.
Huh?
I want to get the broken sensor off first.
What broken sensor? I've got it off.
The wire.
Oh, they did. Okay, I got them on. Got the brake shoes on. This is how they go. We put a little grease in here on those rollers, which always seize up. They're kind of pointless. Put the new spring sets on. Got my new analog brake system sensor on. We've managed to break the wire that goes to this guy. So I have to go back to Hale Trailer, like now. And before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the drum on. That drum. Is that the drum I want to put on?
That one came off this one.
Okay. Well, we'll just keep them kind of straight.
That's
It's
why I
not.
put the tires and everything up there.
Well, tires don't matter. This is a sealer, right? You did read the instructions. You're supposed to put that sealer on there to keep them from coming out. All right.
No.
You didn't? Yeah, he doesn't read instructions very well.
Boot bulb and what the dielectric grease.
Oh, that's dielectric grease?
Yeah.
Oh, that's to go in the plug, which they didn't do to begin with. So we're kind of screwed there. All right, let me wrestle with this piece of shit here. Let's say we set that up like that. Maybe we can get you. Where are we at? Right about here. Yeah, you can see that. All right. Oh, the joint. The who?
Hammer.
Camera?
Hammer.
Oh, hammer's here. Okay, there is a groove in the middle of that thing, but I guess it's just gonna have to deal with itself. Let's see if I can do this without pinching my fingers off. There it is. Okay. Now, so these are automatic slack adjusters, but what I have to do is I put the wheels back on. and then I'll set the slack adjusters. I'll put these tires back on, wheels, whatever you want to call them. They're here. And I'll have to tighten up or set the slack adjusters. I'm sorry I'm not too enthusiastic. I'm really tired. That jet lag is really kind of tough to deal with. But I'll get those on and set the slack adjusters for this thing and move on to the next tire. Right, Tim?
Yeah.
Or are you moving on to the next one?
I'm just putting the damn shoes together so we can.
He's putting the shoes together. That's what he claims. Okay, well, we have this. All right, let me shut this off for a second. I guess you got to turn it on before everything works. So this is how you reset these things, right? Setting brakes, you just kind of tighten it down. You got the air off of the brakes taken off from the tractor, and then you do this, and you back it up a quarter turn, and I should be able to move those. Yes. And now those slack adjusters are set. We're gonna do all 4 brakes, obviously, and then I'm gonna come under here and I'm gonna grease this. I'm gonna grease it. This bag, did I replace that bag? I think I did. That thing was on fire that time. It was never good. It was not a good thing. But yeah, setting this thing on fire is never a good thing, right? It wore a lot of that off of there. Oh well. Anyway, on to the next one. Alright, so I had to run to Allentown. I bought another one of those sensors because it was junk. Put it in, replace wires, sensor, whatever. Hold on, let me flip it around. Discovered that the seal was out, so it made it a lot easier to put the sensor on. Give me my phone. Tim can't bend over. Bearing. He didn't want to get his gloves dirty. Well, you put the gloves on so you don't get dirt on your hands. You're going to waste paper. Oh my God. You're the perfect princess over here. Don't get your hands dirty. Don't get your gloves dirty because it might protect your gloves from the hands. Oh my God. Anyway, I can do that. It's fine. You can go back to doing what you're doing. I'm tired of picking on you. You had to waste 2 paper towels to put because he didn't want to get his gloves dirty. It's like, I can tell you I'm getting tired because I'm getting cranky. Jet lags for the birds. But anyway, what a pain in the ass this is. Make sure I get it on there right. I don't think it is. So what you don't want to do, it's pretty simple what you do want to do versus what you don't want to do. You don't want it to smack into that eye. But yeah, okay, cool. Alright. Oh, to set that, I don't have the right socket for these. My friend, neighbor up the road, he's got them, but I usually borrow them when it comes to the truck. But the trailers, it's really pretty simple. You just take the pipe wrench, you turn that thing tight and then back it off a quarter turn. And then you put everything back together again. That's how you do that. So, yeah. Anyway, I can't believe you did that, butthead. I don't want to get my hands dirty. Fine if you got hands, it's gloves on. Duh. Anyway, I guess I shouldn't bitch. So that's on, and we got all that crap there that's got to be dealt with, and we still haven't gotten that. Sun's getting low in the sky, and I'm tired. So let me get on to this, and yeah. Alright, we got it all back together again. Let me turn my light on, you can see. Let's see here, what do we got? So, when you put these together, it's like a 3-piece. You got the main nut, you tighten that down, and then you back it off a little bit so that it's not too tight. Well, for some reason, it seems like it's too tight all of a sudden, but it's not. You back it off a quarter turn or whatnot. because it's dry and greasy, it's not turning very freely, but it'll free up just fine. Then there's a flange that goes on there that goes to that nut. And then there is the lock nut, this one here on the outside. But once you're done with the lock nut, there's a little set screw that goes on into that centerpiece, that little flange with the holes in it, so that the locking nut, if it does, in the event that it does loosen up a little bit, it'll get up against that and it will not back off anymore. At least that's the way it's supposed to work. So we've got that good. I'm going to go ahead and put the cap back on there. The gasket's still good. They don't go bad. Now I'm going to fill it with oil and give her a few spins, and then we're going to start putting brakes together, because we got to do that. Got to get this thing out of here because I have to get it loaded so he can take a load tomorrow. Morning. If you made it this far, that's the end of the video. I got to the point where I was just so damn tired that I just couldn't film anymore. I just said, to heck with it. Let's just get this thing together and going, and then I can load it up so that you can take the load of hay in the morning, which was yesterday. He took the load of hay. I had some paperwork that needed to be done yesterday, deadlines that I have to do. Got that done, sent it out, didn't make it to its destination, so I had to do that again this morning in between filming this and everything. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to climb under that trailer and reset the slack adjusters, because they are automatic slack adjusters, but it's just a good thing to get under there and make sure everything is where it belongs, because the brakes are going to set in, because those drums are old. They're used drums, so there's grooves and stuff, and they're going to wear pretty quickly into those grooves. And I just want them to be right, so that I don't have one grabbing and one not grabbing, and the analog brake system taking the brakes off. It goes very quickly, just up, 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 you know, very quickly, but still, just want it to be right, as right as it could be. I know there's some guys that are saying, oh, I would have never done what you just did. You know, you're going to kill somebody one of these days, blah, 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 blah. If you knew how many people just pad slapped or shoe slapped to these trailers to, you know, to get them down the road, you wouldn't say a word about what I'm doing. But I did look at them. It wasn't a money thing. It was an availability thing. They just weren't available for me to put on. So when you don't have them, and the brakes were in such horrific shape, I mean, my son, he really truly should have been more vigilant on what was going on, and he wasn't. But you know, such is life. And we fixed the problem now, and I'm going to get under there again, and I have to buy a special grease gun and grease gun coupler to go on there. The inside of that damn brake system, there's only this small amount of room, and I need to have one that makes an angle to get into tight places so I can grease that properly. What a pain in the neck that is. I can make one. There used to be one that was you could buy it, and it was on a swivel. So when you wanted it straight, you just swiveled it so that it was straight. And then when you wanted to be on an angle, you could go on a right angle or any angle, and you could put it on there. But I haven't seen those for many years, and I'm going to have to look. Maybe I can get it on Amazon or something like that, and see where that goes. But anyways, thanks for watching, and we're going to get started on another project. I'm not 100% sure. It might be the little square baler. I might be pulling that out and bringing that up to the shop today. I got to pull the knives out of it, pulled all the hay out of it. We're going to go over it because I'm planting alfalfa, and I need to make idiot blocks of alfalfa and big square bales, because the hay business has shifted away. We're going to start shifting away from mulch hay business, from mulch hay, exclusively mulch hay. And we're going to have to make some good hay, good square bales of hay, big ones, little ones, and just do what we can do. I'm going to be planting some more hay on the ground that has been corn for a couple of years. Limed it, grew corn. It's droughty ground, so there's no point in me attempting to put corn into a field or a farm that is habitually drought. I mean, it's just the last 3 years has been total hell to grow corn on these farms, and I need to put hay in those anyway. So that's what's going to happen. We had a good amount of wind yesterday, so that should have dried some of the rain off. We are in a drought now. It's still extremely dry. So if I can get that Timothy in the ground, and then obviously the alfalfa and orchard grass I'm going to be planting in the ground, then life should be pretty good. But anyways, there you go. Have a nice day.